Hi, and welcome to Hiswa Bima. I am Caroline Simiyu, your Insurance Solutions Strategist. Today, we begin a special series where we unpack retirement planning, not as an abstract future thought, but as a real, urgent need. Over the coming episodes, we'll explore common myths about retirement, failed strategies Kenyans often rely on, practical steps to build a retirement plan, and what business started in retirement often miss. You know, whenever we hear the word retirement, different pictures come to mind. For some, it's a season of travel, rest, and spending time with grandchildren and family as a whole. For others, it brings anxiety questions like, will I have enough? What happens if my children don't support me? And this is where I like to say, retirement can either be a season of rest or a season of stress. It all depends on how well you prepare. Let me share a story that stunned me. On 3rd December 2021, NTV Kenya aired a heartbreaking case. A 73-year-old man went to court to compel his 48-year-old son to surrender 20% of his salary for upkeep. Just pause and think about that. Imagine being in your 40s, paying school fees, maybe a mortgage, trying to build your own life. And suddenly, you're in courtrooms with your father because he wants the legal system to force you to fund his retirement. This story reveals a painful truth. If retirement is not planned well, it doesn't just affect you. It places a heavy burden on the next generation. Is this the kind of legacy you want to leave behind? The second story is closer home. One of my relatives, upon retirement, relocated to the village and opened a supermarket. At first, it seemed promising, but soon, reality set in. Most of his shoppers were neighbors and relatives, people expecting credit that was never paid back. Instead of building wealth, he was feeding the village. He decided to close and salvage what was left for his retirement. That is when I learned a hard truth. Having a business is not the same as having a retirement plan. Business can collapse, income can dry up, but a well-structured retirement plan is like an anchor. It holds no matter the storm. These two stories highlight the fragile strategies many Kenyans still rely on. Depending on children, yet less than 20% of Kenyans are actively saving for retirement. That means most parents are hoping their children will carry them, selling land or property, but in reality, many are forced to sell at throwaway prices, or worse, they can't even find a buyer, and they're selling out of desperation. Starting a business after retirement, which without a plan, often drains savings instead of multiplying them. Let's put this into context. Around 13.9 million Kenyans have no retirement savings scheme at all, most of them in the informal sector. Even among those with pensions, over 70% of retirees find their benefits inadequate. Pause with me for a moment. Do you want your future self to depend on luck, on others, for survival? Here's my assignment for you. Start with a vision. What does a peaceful retirement look like for you? Is it a small farm, some travel, volunteering, or simply knowing you won't be a burden? Know your numbers. If your salary stopped today, how long could you sustain your lifestyle? Multiply that by the years you expect to live in retirement. Suddenly, planning becomes urgent. Act now, not later. Whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, or even 50s, the best time to start is today. Every small step compounds over time. Because here is the truth. The only person who will take care of the older you is the younger you. The good news is this: retirement doesn't have to be a season of stress. In this series, we'll explore how to build reliable retirement habits, which insurance and saving strategies truly work, how to avoid business pitfalls in retirement, and how to guard your dignity while still supporting your family and building a legacy. To help you get started, I am offering a free 30-minute virtual consultation. We look at where you are, where you want to be, and chart roadmap to secure your retirement. Thank you for joining me in this first episode on your retirement series of Hiswa Bima. I am Caroline Simiyu, your Insurance Solutions Strategist. Until next time, remember, retirement can either be a season of rest or a season of stress, based on how well you prepare. Above all, the person who will take care of the older you is the younger you.